Well, hello again, everyone. Professor Profit coming to you from Craps University, and we've got a neat little roulette strategy for you this evening. This one's called Pop It Like It's Hot, and this one is originally presented by Gamble with Jimmy over on his channel, and I'll provide a link in the description box below so you can take a look at his video after you look at this one. This is a $1,000 buy-in. They're $1 units. The downside is there's not a lot of coverage here. We're betting single numbers, so there's only 10 numbers covered. And so I may do the math and see if I can come up with something with a little better coverage here that still provides the jackpot numbers that we're looking for. So I've also changed the betting progression a little bit from what Jimmy did in his video. I've slowed it down. This is a volatile system, and with only 10 numbers covered, that's 26% of the board, you can get on some long losing streaks. So anything we can do to slow that progression down will give us more chances to hit some good numbers. So as I said, a volatile system, and so let's head on down to the felt. We'll show you the nuts and bolts of it, exactly how it's bet, exactly what the progression is, and then we'll spin the ball for a few minutes and see if we have a casino-worthy strategy here. So let's head on down to the felt now and take a peek. See you there shortly. Okay, everyone, down here on the virtual roulette tab, we're getting ready to spin Pop It Like It's Hot strategy. This is first presented by Gamble with Jimmy, and we're going to change the betting progression from what Jimmy did just a little bit, and we're going to bet it the same way he did other than the progression. This will require a $1,000 buy-in. You can see our balance amount at the top of the top right hand corner of the screen at $2,315,600, and we're just going to call it 5,600, make it a little easier to keep up with. Now the way this starts off is it's just a $1 single bet, and what you do, you pick one of the 3 dozen out, first, second, or third dozen, the one that has been the longest since it's hit, and it looks like the first dozen is that one. So we pick 10 numbers out of the first dozen, and they're just single number bets. So let's pick these 9 and maybe the 3, and that's a $10 bet. Now, if we miss twice, then we will go up to the next level and make it a $2 bet. If we miss twice again, then $3, $4, etc. Now, once we meet or exceed our session high, then we'll go back to our base level, which is $1. Now, when we hit these, we'll move on to another dozen and pick 10 numbers out of that dozen and just continue on there. So we've got our bets up, and $10 bet. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel for the first time and see how this strategy works out. And this is one, again, is presented by Gamble with Jimmy, and I will put a link to his video in the description box below. So there's our first number, is 29 black, so that's a miss. And so let's spin it again. And 32 red, that's another miss, so that's 2 misses. So we'll increase all these up to $2 each now. And that'll be a $20 total bet. And we are spinning. And that's 8 black. So that is our first score hit there. And that gives us a new session high at 56.32. So we'll go back down to our base level, and now we'll pick out another dozen numbers to bet on. We'll pick 10 of them, and it looks like the middle dozen is the one that's been the longest since it's hit. So let's pick out 10 of the 12 numbers here in the middle dozen. Let's get all the black ones, and 16, 19, let's pick the 14 and the 18. And so let's go ahead and spin it. 56.32 is our current level, and see if we can hit another number here. So that's 32 red, that's a miss, so we'll just spin it again. And that's 30 red, that's another miss, so we'll increase all these by $1, and that'll be a total of a $2 bet on all 10 numbers. $20 total, which you can see at the top of the screen there under total bet. So that's 23 red. That's one of the 2 numbers we don't have covered in the middle dozen. So that's one loss at this level, and we're spinning again. And that's 27 red, so that's another miss. So we'll go up another level, and that'll be $3 on all 10 numbers, $30 total, and we are spinning. 33 black, so that's a miss, so let's spin it again. And looking for a middle dozen number here, and that's 24 black, so that is a score hit. And I don't know why we have that split bet there. I guess I missed there when we were betting and just didn't notice it. So that gets us up to 602. So that's still not our session high. So let's go ahead and bet another dozen here. And it looks like the first dozen is the longest now. So let's go back to that. And we're betting 3 units on each one of the numbers. And that's a $30 bet, and let's spin. Trying to get to 632 or above here. That's our session high, and that's a 3 red. Again, that's one that we don't have, so that's a miss. And we're spinning again. Here we go. That's 20 black, so that's another miss. So that's 2 misses at this level, so we'll go up to $4 on each of the numbers. And that is a $40 total bet now. Still have plenty of bankroll left with our $1,000 buy-in, so let's see if we can hit a number here. There's one miss as the 24 black comes up. And we are spinning again. Here we go. And that's 6 black, so that is a score hit. And that brings us up to 606. We're still not at our session high, however. So we'll go back, we'll stay at the $4 level. And it looks like the third dozen is the longest. So we'll do $4 on each one of these numbers here. And you can pick any 10, doesn't matter. Just got to be sure you get it on the square. So that's 7 of them. And there's 10 of them. All right, here we go. Looking for a third dozen number here. And that's 25 red, so that'll be a score hit for us. And that gets us up to 5710 now. And that's another session high. So let's clear that out, and we'll go back to our base level now. And it looks like that would be the second dozen now is the longest since it's been that is hit. So we'll just go $1 on all of these. As we are back to our base level. And there's our 10 numbers. And looking for a middle dozen here, second dozen. 32 red, that's a miss, so that's our first miss. And we're spinning again, here we go. 27 red, that's another miss, so we'll increase our bets up to $2 on each one of these numbers. Now, one thing that I don't like about this system, we don't have many numbers covered, just 10, so you can go on a long losing streak. And so you just hope that that doesn't happen. So there's 13 black, and that's another score hit. And that gets us to a new session high, which is 5742. So we'll clear these out, and we'll go back to our base level now that we are at a session high. And it looks like the first dozen is the longest since it's hit now. So let's pick up those two. And there's our 10 numbers that are bet in the first dozen. and we are spinning. And that's 36 red, so that's a loss. So that's one miss at this level. And there's 17 black, that's another miss. So let's bring all these up to $2. Oops. And that'll be a $20 total bet on these 10 numbers. And we are spinning. Here we go. 32 red, that's a miss. So let's try that again, looking for a first dozen number. 25 red is not that, so let's go up another $1. And let's see, that's at least 6, 7, 8. So it's been 8 spins since we've hit a first dozen number, so we're certainly due here. Let's see if we can hit one right here. So that is a 9 red. That is a score hit for us. And that is a new session high. All right, that puts us at 57.60. So let's clear these out. And let's see, looks like the middle dozen, second dozen is the longest now. And let's do 23. So there's 10 numbers in the middle dozen. 57.60 is the new session high. And we are spinning. So there's 10 black, that's a miss, so that's the first miss at the base level here, and we're spinning again. And there's 18 red, so that is a score hit once again. And that is another new session high at 57.76. And I think at this point, we'll go ahead and call this a video. You, I think, can probably get the gist of how this works. As I said, the one thing that I don't really like about this system is the small coverage that you have. So you can get on some pretty long losing streaks and see those bets get fairly high. However, that didn't happen this time. I think $40 bet was as large as we got, so that's certainly manageable there. And we had a little room to go a little higher even if we had to on that. So that is how the Pop It Like It's Hot strategy works. And again, that is, I first saw it over at Gamble with Jimmy on his channel. And like I said, once again, I will link his video in the description box below. So we started out with $5,600 and ended up at $57.76. That's a $176 profit. And that's a pretty nice session for dollar units in anyone's book. So I do hope that you enjoyed that, and you might try this on your software a few times and see how it works for you. And also, if you have any tweaks you think might improve it, please leave that tweak in the comment box. I'd love to hear from you. So what do we think of that one? That's a pretty volatile strategy, isn't it? We did hit the numbers when we needed to, so we didn't get in too much trouble, which was a good thing. But when you have that little coverage, as you know, you can get on some long losing streaks and get in trouble pretty quickly. So we were fortunate there. I think, as I mentioned in the introduction, I will look at tweaking that a little bit and see if we can figure out a way to limit the volatility even more than we did today. So that is Pop It Like It's Hot by Gamble with Jimmy, and go over to Jimmy's channel and check out his video of this particular strategy, and the link is in the description box below, so I invite you to go take a look at that here shortly. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please give us the old thumbs up. We would appreciate that. And if you haven't already subscribed to the Craps University channel, we would invite you to do that at this time. We would love having you here as part of the student body. We discuss roulette on Wednesday evenings and craps on Sunday evenings. And in our opinion, those are the two most fun games in the casino, and two that give you a good shot at walking away with a few extra coins in your pocket, and that's always a good thing. So once again, thank you for joining us. This is Professor Profit coming to you from Craps University. And if you're out there spinning that ball this week, we wish you nothing but the best of luck, and may all your spins come up winners. Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.